It's Thursday night. You know what that means? A quick members-only live stream previewing Week 6. Bengals at Packers. Joe Flacco's first start. How do these teams stack up? Who's going to get the win? How can the Bengals shock the world on Sunday in Lambeau? That's what we're going to discuss. All that and more coming up next on Cincy Unfiltered. Now, you only got me tonight. Ron's saving the world or something. So all you got is me. Let's talk about it. I'm going to need the chat tonight.
Yo, boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed, beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Boys are ready to go. Boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer, let's flow. No filter needed, beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered show. Let's go. Boys are ready to go.
Hello. How are you tonight, chat? I'm going to count on you heavily for the show tonight because it is only me here previewing Bengals Packers. Got to turn that off. Phone's making noise. There are rednecks riding dirt bikes right outside of my house. I don't know how the sound quality of this thing's going to go, but we're just going to grip it. We're going to fucking rip it, and I'm going to count on you guys to help us through. Wade is in the chat. I've never been this hard thinking about another man than I am Joe Flacco, and that is the story of Sunday. Joe Flacco Ubered down to Cincinnati. Everyone's like, why didn't they get him a flight? Why didn't the Bengals get Joe Flacco a plane? He had to sit in a car. That's just big brain football coaching from Zach is all that is, because Zach says, hey, you need 4 hours in the car with a playbook. Figure it the fuck out. That's what I think happened. Zach's like, yo, sit in the car, read the playbook, know this shit by the time you get here because, by the way, you're starting on Sunday. I just DoorDashed a quarterback. So big brain coaching from Zach. Give Joe a little piece of quiet, a little time on the road, a little calm, a little tranquility to really soak in the playbook and get an idea of what he's about to do and how he's going to shock America and beat the Packers on Sunday. So you know what? I like it. Save the money, send him an Uber, tell him to read the fucking playbook, get on the iPad. He also probably would have spent longer at the airport than in the car. That's probably true. The Bengals don't own a private plane. Maybe they could have chartered one, but how many flights are going from Cincinnati to Cleveland on a random Tuesday? Who knows? She says, you look good in orange. She has a baby in her, and apparently she's just wanting to practice. I don't know. I did put that on the internet today. I have impregnated my wife. We have had unprotected intercourse, and there's now a child in her stomach. We're very excited about that. Got to see the little, hopefully, guy on the ultrasound today. So that was pretty cool. Lord Behemoth is in the chat. What is up, my boy? How are you this evening? So we could start with how these – can I please stop saying it like that? That is what happened. People know how nature works. People know where babies come from. It's how it happens. We became one and created one, and it's beautiful. I don't think we should hide from that. Anyway, let's get into how these quarterbacks stack up. We got Joe Flacco. Is he elite? We've been asking since like 2012. We don't know. He's going to be elite on Sunday. He comes in. He's got 815 passing yards on the season, 2 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Now, I have the 6 interceptions with an asterisk because if you look at some of Joe Flacco's tape, shout out my boy Daniel Alameda, posted a great Joe Flacco film review right after the trade dropped. It was very, very good information, very insightful, really good watch. But think about week 1, 2 picks against the Bengals. Both of those picks hit his receivers' hands. Jordan Battle, DJ Turner made great plays on the ball, but they were catchable throws that these receivers probably should have hauled in. And then in the film breakdown, he goes further. There's a couple more of these picks where one time, his receiver falls down. Shit happens. The numbers look high. They don't look that much better compared to Jake Browning's. But if you look at the film of Jake Browning and then the film of Joe Flacco, you will know who the better quarterback is. And it's still the 40-year-old out of Delaware, Joe Flacco. So he's going up against Jordan Love, who is right at 1,000 passing yards. 8 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season. So the Packers have been moving the ball a little bit, but they've had some struggles. They lost to the Browns. And who was playing quarterback when they lost to the Browns? I believe it was Joe Flacco. I don't know which way to point. Look at that. On the year, 11 drops for Joe Flacco's receivers. and Browning had receivers who have only dropped one ball. That is absolutely accurate. That was the next point I was getting ready to get to. Shout out Josh in the chat for getting me there too. Charizard Farts is here. Awesome username, awesome picture. Love everything about it. Glad to have you here tonight. So the quarterback advantage is obviously still with Green Bay Packers. They've got a guy that's been in their system all year. They've got a guy that's thrown for 1,000 yards, only thrown one pick. So they have the quarterback advantage on us this week. There's no doubt about it. But you never know when old man Flacco gets back there. I don't know where my football went. I was getting ready to do some reenaction. Where'd my fucking football go, dude? I don't know. Can't find the ball. Anyway, you don't need to see me pretend to be a fucking quarterback anyway. Yeah, Flacco's already been through this game plan, and he's not throwing to Timu receivers. Jerry Jeudy fell off a cliff in Cleveland. Cedric Tillman stinks. David Njoku is pretty good. Harold Fannon's all right, but he's a rookie. He didn't have anywhere near the amount of weapons that he's going to have in this Bengals offense. You got Chase. You got Higgins. You got Gesicki. You got Fant. You got Chase Brown coming out of the backfield. Now, I know he's not having a great year running the ball, but he can catch it, maybe get that screen out. I think we're going under center, play action more with Flacco. I don't know how much of it we'll see this week because it's hard to really reshape a game plan in just 5 days. But I think as this offense progresses, even getting close to the Thursday night game a week from tonight against Pittsburgh, we'll be at Paycor Stadium. So there's going to have to be a scheduling change for the old game preview show. I just thought about that. We will be at the game. I'm going to be wearing my Joe Flacco jersey. I've already talked to the pro shop. I've got it set up for me to go down there Saturday morning when they are open, order or pick up my Joe Flacco jersey. I'm going to have the white 16 on me for Sunday. And if you want to watch the game Sunday and you don't have anywhere to go for a road game, come on down to the Foaling Warehouse, the Project Game Day draft party. I'm an idiot. I always go to the Project Game Day draft party. Project Game Day is having a watch party and charity event at the Foaling Warehouse on Sunday for the Bengals game. If you're not familiar with Project Game Day, they help send adults with disabilities and police and military veterans to their first Bengals games. Great tailgate over in Lot 1. Always have garage beer. Always have a lot of really good food out there. Very good cause. Love the dudes that run it over there. Greg, Matt, Joe, Jimmy. I mean, there's so many dudes. I don't want to miss anybody. So if you watch this and I didn't say your name, I'm not an asshole. This is just a big team doing really, really good stuff. Meet me at the Foaling Warehouse Sunday. I'll be there. I'll be the guy in the Joe Flacco jersey. Lord Behemoth in the chat asks where my garage beer is. That is a very, very good question, but you know what? It's right here. The Lime. We're still celebrating the arrival of Joe Flacco in Cincinnati, the celebratory Lime. And if you guys don't know, I have applied for a job with Garage Beer. If you could help me out and cyberbully them on Twitter and Instagram and tell them to hire me, that'd be appreciated. Always got that thing on me, Wedge Gordon. How you doing tonight, my boy? Flacco averages 8.5 passing attempts per game to running backs. Chase Brown can take those to the crib at any time. Josh is giving you all of the stats that I want to give you before I give them to you because he's a ball knower, and ball knowers are in this chat. Ball knowers also drink garage beer. Ball knowers go to www.drinkgaragebeer.com and use the beer finder and find out which bars, restaurants, gas stations, golf courses sell delicious beer-flavored beer, and also Paycor Stadium. Thursday night, Paycor Stadium, under the lights, white out, white helmets, Joe Flacco slinging the pill, tall lime garage beer in the stands. It's going to be iconic. It's going to be so good. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to throw the ball deep. He's definitely going to throw the ball deep. Glad to have you here. Jamar did seem excited. I saw that today. T seemed excited too. And if you are going to go to the game on Thursday night, go ahead and use the TickPick app. I don't have a new graphic for this because, well, I fucking stink. So there we go. It's still got Ron's name on it. He's here with us in spirit. He's got something going on with work, government shutdown, something or other. I don't know. But if you're going to the game on Thursday, get your tickets on TickPick. Scan the code on your screen or download the TickPick app. Put in code Cincy14 when you make your purchase. You get $15 knocked off the top. The official ticket provider of Cincy Unfiltered, the best ticket provider on the planet, maybe even Mars. Been a TickPick guy for years, and I'm very glad to be there. Now, how do these offenses stack up? Well, I told you this is the only picture of Zach Taylor I'm going to use until he wins a football game. He hasn't won a football game, so we're still using the sad Zach Taylor picture. The Bengals offense, dead last in the NFL, 32 out of 32 teams. That stinks. Don't forget to like the stream. Shout out to the wife. If you're here, please click the like button. That would be very, very much appreciated. This video will be out for the public tomorrow at 10 a.m. So if you're watching now, please click the like button. But anyway, 32nd ranked offense in the league, dead last. It stinks. It's awful. 228.6 yards per game, only 171.6 pass yards per game. Spoiler alert, Flacco can bomb that son of a bitch. I expect that to go up. 57 rush yards a game is just gross. It's not good. It's gone up a little bit, but it's not good. Only scoring 17 points per game in an offense that features Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, Noah Fant, Chase Brown, Andre Iguodala, Mitchell Tinsley, who catches touchdowns. Well, he caught one touchdown at least. It's gross. And they're going up against the Packers offense led by Matt LaFleur, who maybe used to be an underwear model or something. I don't know. The guy's too handsome. Makes me uncomfortable. Makes me not trust him. 347.3 yards per game. They throw for 232.8, run for 114.5, and they score 26 points per game. 28 points in the last 3 games don't even count. They were all garbage time. That's valid. That's why when everyone's like, oh, the Bengals offense finally figured it out at the fourth quarter against the Detroit, I'm like, dude, it was garbage time. Jamar ran past the guy. It's going to happen every now and then. Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in me. So I'm hoping we get a more well-rounded offense. We've got a guy that isn't scared to sling the pill. I mean, Flacco's throwing the ball 65 yards still to this day right now. I'm not sure Jake Browning's getting it 50. His arm looked weak. His decision-making looked terrible. It looked as bad as me not having a haircut. It just wasn't pretty. Shout out to my barber. Fucked me over. We'll talk about that later. And then on to the defensive comparison. Al Golden's unit gives up 391.2 yards per game. 259 of those come through the air. 132.2 of those come on the ground. They give up 31.2 yards per game. Gross. Now, if you were watching the Tuesday show, I told you the defense, the numbers, if you look at the numbers, this defense looks worse than it is. But when you have an offense doing nothing, turning the ball over, putting the defense in tight spots, giving them the ball back on the wrong side of the 50, quick change stuff, and they're on the field 70% of the game, it's going to look that bad because they can't get off the field. And it's just the law of averages. The more time they spend on the field, the higher the chances of getting scored on goes up. The higher the chances of giving up yards go up. The defense is giving us exactly what we said all offseason we wanted out of them. And the offense is completely shitting the bed. Going up against the 4th-ranked defense in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers, they give up 283 yards per game, 205 of those through the air, 77.5 of those on the ground, and then they only give up 21 points per game. So you look at this guy, Jeff Hafley, freaks me out. Don't trust him. Looks weird. He looks kind of like a fucking slimy used car salesman that's getting ready to send me a fucking shit car out. Young Chicken Sandwich is here. Welcome to Flacktober, dude. Welcome to Flacktober. You love to see it. Bedtime routine, going to have to come back. Ignore your kids. Ignore your kids for this show tonight. That's what we need out of you, Wade. If you don't, then I understand. Jeff Hafley was a former Ohio State defensive coordinator as well. GC3 is in the chat with a hooday. Glad to see you. Love to see you here. And since I am by myself tonight, there's going to be a lot of time for Q&A. So be ready to drop some questions in the chat. I really only have like one more thing to talk about, and then we can open it all up for another 15 minutes or so with chat Q&A, because honestly, there's not a lot to really talk about. They're better at us at offense. They're better than us at defense. They got a better coach than us. They got a better quarterback than us. Maybe. We ain't never seen. Who's the best receiver Flacco's ever had? Anquan Bolden? We've never seen him with guys like this. We've never seen him with Jamar Chases and T. Higgins out there. Maybe Joe Flacco becomes the best quarterback in the league. Maybe he sends us on a run. Maybe we make the playoffs. Maybe Joe Burrow comes back on Thanksgiving. I don't know if you've seen the internet, but the rumors are heating up. And the rumors have confirmed some things that I have been told by people who would know. And I'm not a break news on Twitter guy because that gets you deep in the trenches. But it sounds like Joe Burrow's got Thanksgiving circled on his calendar thinking Joey B might be back in the game. And can Joe Flacco hold us and keep us in the hunt until then? Maybe. Oh, shit. Wrong layout. There we go. That's actually the wrong graphic and everything. That's from last week. Holy shit. Shows you how good I am. I mean, we can still talk about who should replace Zach Taylor if he gets fired because this puts a lot more pressure on Zach. Honestly, if you really think about it, this puts more pressure on Zach, I think. If they were going to trot Jake Browning out there for the rest of the year, he'd be like, well, look at the quarterback I had to work with. You're going to fire me after that? Now they can say, hey, buddy, we just went out and we did a pick swap. We got you a quarterback, got you somebody, and you still couldn't produce a good offense. You still couldn't have this team in the hunt late December, beginning of January. You got to get the fuck out, buddy. Now, will they do that? I don't know. But it is a valid claim that the organization can make. You can't just say, well, you saw Jake Browning sucks, dude. What do you want me to do with that? You didn't give me another quarterback. The front office and Duke didn't give me anything to work with. No, buddy. They asked you if you wanted Joe Flacco. You said, go get Joe Flacco. They went and got you Joe Flacco. Better do something with it. But what are our expectations for Joe Flacco on Sunday? Coming straight down from Cleveland. Practice yesterday, practice today. Got some videos out there on the internet of him slinging the pill. Hitting T. Higgins on a deep route. Looked really good. T. Higgins said he can sling it. Chase Brown said that Zach Taylor, the first day of practice, told Joe Flacco a play. He paused for a second and then recited the play back to him perfectly. Big football brain. Big football brain. He's ready to go. So what do you expect out of him? I expect Joe Flacco to come in, play a condensed offense, obviously. I think he throws for 260 yards, one interception. I think they'll get one off of him. And he's going to throw 2 touchdown passes. One of them might be to Drew Sample, who was back at practice today, thank God. Missed practice yesterday. I was nervous. I was scared. What are we going to do without 89 out there? But he's back today, so that's good. So give me 260 for Joe Flacco. 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, and I might fuck around, hop on the BetJack Sportsbook, and I might put a little bit of money on a Joe Flacco rushing touchdown. Oh, yeah, rushing touchdown. I'm talking down in the goal line, up at the 1. Big body Flacco reaches over the goal line. I might parlay it. I might do some crazy betting this week. But that's really what I expect. I expect we see a improved quarterback play. Game 1. On 5 days' notice out of Flacco than we've seen out of Browning the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks of Browning have been so incredibly fucking hard to watch. I can't imagine it getting worse. I can't imagine it getting worse if they would have traded for Flacco today and started him on Sunday. I still don't think it could have been worse. I really, really don't. So I'm wacko for Flacco, folks. I am wacko for fucking Flacco. So I'm going to keep this at probably a half hour today just because Ron's not here. We were able to do a bit of I can't talk tonight. Maybe that's why I need to get off stream because I can't fucking speak correctly. We got to do a little comparison of these two teams and how they are going to stack up. So what do you guys want to talk about before Sunday's game? What questions do you have? What takes do you have to fire off in the chat? Take care of the ball, balance it with some type of run, and then throw moon balls to T and Jamar in the right scenarios. That is the recipe for this Bengals offense to get better. Last ranked offense in the league, there's not much room to get worse. It can almost only get better. Guys had too many garage beers. Dude, I didn't have this stream created until 5 minutes before it was supposed to start. So worked today, got off work, had to immediately run to Home Depot, had to pick up a new vanity, had to pick up flooring, had to pick up a new toilet, had to pick up a nail gun, shout out Ryobi, and transition piece of shit. I'm remodeling a bathroom. I told my wife last night I'll have your bathroom remodeled by Sunday. I might have just fucked myself over. I might have fucked myself over by telling her that, but I told that beautiful woman that, and that's what that beautiful woman's going to get, and it's going to start tonight. It's going to start after the show. I'm going to start ripping shit out. Get rid of the old vanity. Get rid of the old toilet. I was fucking with the shutoff valves under the sink up there earlier. They're probably going to give me a problem. Got to figure that out. That's going to be the bathroom for the children's. My take is I'm jacked to the tits for new baby Garrison. First forward will be Joe Flacco. Congratulations, Vic and Drew. We appreciate you, John Paps. We are very excited. I'm really hoping this baby has a penis. I want a healthy, happy baby that has a penis is my goal. Healthy, happy first, penis very close second. Hopefully it's a giant one, but we'll take whatever kind of penis we can get. Really hoping for a boy here. This is our last baby. So carry on the Garrison name. Give me a little linebacker. That's what we're hoping for. But we'll take a happy, healthy baby regardless. 45-pound baby. Do you want my wife to die? I'll split her in half. We don't want that. 45er. Jeez. At least 2 more trips to Home Depot before it's done, though. I don't think so. I'm confident that I got everything that I need. I got the flooring. I got the vanity. I got the toilet. I got the nail gun. I got the nails. I got the transition piece for the floor. I got new paint rollers for the paint. We already have the paint. I think I'm good. Might need to get new valves. I got one to turn. I couldn't get the other one to turn, but I didn't have enough time to fuck with it before the show. Famous last words for someone headed to Home Depot tomorrow. I hope not, dude. We live so far away from everything. It takes a fucking half hour to even get there. Then you got to do it. Oh, someone on Twitter going to crop you saying we want a penis. Really inclined to you. That might happen. The internet doesn't ever let up on me. The internet doesn't relax on me. The internet doesn't chill. The internet's flying at me at all times. Somebody said tailgating a football game. Fuck off. The Twitter mentions have been popping off a little bit lately. Not as many mean things, but some. What do you mean? What do you mean baby pool? What's the baby? Are we betting on the sex of the child? Bets on when the baby is born. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm cool with you guys gambling on my child. That's fine. Doesn't bother me. If it's a boy, I'm gonna have to teach him how to gamble anyway. She's betting April 25th, right when the Bengals are up to pick. You better clench them cheeks if we're on the clock. All right. Hold it in. I got to get my fucking tweets out after the pick. Josh predicts the child will be a male. We appreciate that. Put the male vibes out there in the world. Tick Pick got a parlay booster. Tick Pick doesn't do anything with gambling. What are we doing here, John? Get your sponsors right, dude. So really, when do you think Burton will be active again with Flacco? Can't you just let him run 9 routes all day? Jermaine Burton can't keep showing up to practice late or missing practices. But he just can't seem to put it together. I don't know. I like the idea of him running go routes with Flacco out there, but we already got 2 guys that can do that, and I think that they really believe in Mitchell Tinsley. I don't see a path for Jermaine Burton to get on the active roster because he keeps fucking up. If I have a son, he'll be gifted the Bengals van. He absolutely will. Aubrey might want it too, though. Dude. Aubrey's a big football girl, big football gal. Loves watching the game. She'll stop and watch Joe Burrow if he's talking. Might have a fight for it. Might have to get another van. Might have to buy the bus. Wife's been trying to get me to buy a Bengals bus. Like we have the van, but she wants like a full-on bus. We saw one on Marketplace the other day. It's got a fucking bathroom in it. You never know. They are still paying Jermaine Burton. Yeah, he's collecting a paycheck. He's getting money for maybe going to the casino, gambling a little bit. So I mean he's still getting a check, but yeah, I just don't see a plan for him to get on the active roster, at least not this year. Never use the bathroom on a bus? Why not? Maybe what if it's just for pissing, not shitting? That's touring 101. Okay. I mean, I would take that advice from you, Lord Behemoth. But what if it's just a pisser? Just for ones only. Strictly number ones only. No shitting. Yeah. Can't be pooping. Can't be pooping on the bus. No dumping. Just pissing. I'll put a sign in there that says that. Then we could just load up the chat in the van or the bus and go to the game. Speaking of that, I got a part for the van that I got to go pick up from AutoZone still. What a loser. I bought it on Sunday morning. Still haven't gone and gotten it. I don't know, man. Anything else? Yeah, we wouldn't need a piss tent anymore. Shout out to the Houday boys at Longworth. Love the piss tent. No piss tent last week, though. I had to walk and wait in line. Didn't love that. Phone's going nuts tonight, boys. Phone's going nuts. New meaning of busting with the boys. Yeah. Right, left, or waistband. What do you mean? Right, left, or waistband. I'm trying to figure out what that means. I don't know what that means. This show stinks. I never realized how much you really need somebody else to talk to. I got nothing else. I'm just a mediocre man. Aren't we all, John? Aren't we all? Aren't we all just mediocre dudes on the internet? It's brutal out here. Are you predicting the graveyard edition this weekend? I have a graveyard edition I want to put in right now, and I just can't find the fucking time to do it. And it's funny, and it would do well on the internet, and I just haven't had the fucking time to do it. But I'll put the Packers in there loud and proud Sunday night if that's how this thing goes down. I need some fucking lights in the yard so I can record graveyard sessions at night. It's very dark in the front yard out here. How bad is this season going to get? It just got better, Lord Behemoth. It just got better because we have hope and something to believe in. And I believe in Joe Flacco. Now, if Joe Flacco stinks for the next 2 games, I will shit on Joe Flacco. I will. The internet was mad at me. The internet was mad at me because I was excited about Joe Flacco. They're like, you were excited for Jake Browning too. Yeah, fucking got me. I was. Fuck me for wanting to have fun and wanting to believe in the players that play for the Bengals. Fuck me, I guess. But I was. They said that I do it for engagement at all costs. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I talk about football on the internet a lot, all day. So fuck it. I talked about it. Sorry for hoping the Bengals might win. Yeah, that's the like, you fucking said that Jake Browning was going to play good. Well, I fucking was hoping he would, dude. And I'm hoping Joe Flacco will play good. I would hope Sean Clifford played good if they decided to start him or Brett Rippon or whoever the fuck. Because it's October. It's fucking October 9th, dude. I'm not ready to just say football sucks and I hate it. I want to have some more fun. If this move doesn't work and we still suck, well, I'm going to say fucking football's going to suck. Dude, I have a fucking Browning jersey. I have 2 Jake Browning jerseys in my home right now. I get it, dude. I spent hard-earned money on a Jake Browning jersey. I was on it. I wanted to let Jake bake. I tried. But he fucking stinks. Nothing we can do about it. So you move on. Sorry that I'm hopeful that Joe Flacco will be good. Sorry that I'm hopeful that we'll sneak into the playoffs. Sorry I'm hopeful that Joe Burrow will be back on Thanksgiving. You imagine that Thanksgiving night in Baltimore, fucking number 9 comes trotting out there? I'm going to get hammered. I'm probably going to get hammered either way. I got a designated driver till at least April, so who cares, you know? People are all in on tank for Downs mode. Yeah, tank for Caleb Downs. Let him be really, really fucking good, and then don't sign him after his rookie contract, and then we can bitch about that. The people bitching, here's the funniest thing. The funniest thing about this is all of the people bitching about the Joe Flacco move are the same people that would be on the internet bitching if they didn't make a move. We don't know for sure that New York wanted to trade Jameis or Russ. I don't know. Sounds like they didn't call him. Sounds like they did call about Drew Lock and Sam Howell, but neither the Seahawks or the Eagles were necessarily willing to move young quarterback depth. I would have loved fucking Drew Lock fucking doing the boom, boom in Cincinnati. I'd have loved it. I fuck with Drew Lock. But that's not the way it worked. The people bitching about the moves the Bengals made would be the same people bitching at the same exact time about the fact that they hadn't made a move. Because you can't please these motherfuckers on the internet. If there's one thing I've learned in life, you cannot please the fucking internet. So watch the game, feel how you want to feel, think what you want to think, and let's have some fucking fun the rest of the way. That's all I can say. For all we know, New York was solving that fleece job. We put on for Billy Price. Maybe they don't fuck with us. That could happen. That could happen. Bathroom can be done during the week. What's that happen? Oh, if the Bengals win was guaranteed, would you scratch the bathroom remodel, Vic? Would you allow? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. We cannot let the Steelers win the division. You're right. And the division, dude. The AFC North is wide open. Baltimore is 1-4. They're about to go to 1-5. Lamar's not going to play again. The Rams are going to beat the Ravens. They're going to be 1-5. The Browns are 1-4, probably going for 1-5. Pittsburgh is the only competition. We've got 5 out of our 6 division games left. This thing is not fucking over. So I'm sorry if I'm choosing to believe in Joe Flacco. I'm sorry if I'm choosing to believe that this offense can wake up and we can do something with this thing. But the whole fucking table is set for us to do it, and I choose to believe it. So if you want to call me a clown and say that I do it so the Bengals will notice me. Some dude said that I got the van so the Bengals would notice me. Dog, my grandma fucking died and said, here, family, make it a Bengals van. And then my dad gave it to me. I didn't do that so the fucking Bengals would notice me. People are fucking stupid, dude. If you want to say this is going to suck, shout out K Breezy, that's fine. Do it. I'm just choosing to believe that Joe Flacco is going to sling the ball until proven otherwise. And when we're proven otherwise, I'll probably start talking shit about him. That's just kind of how it goes. Kind of how it goes. Breezy, I see you in the chat. You probably didn't hear it because I know you're at bowling. Congrats on the sex, Drew and Vic. Thanks. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I gave it my best effort. Browns play the Steelers this week. Okay, so they both can't. I gotta be honest with you. We're pulling for the Brownies on Sunday then. We're pulling for the Brownies. We got the win over them already. They're probably going to stink. We're going to hope they pull up the upset. That defense can fuck with Aaron Rodgers a little bit. I like it. Here we go, Brownies on Sunday. Blue Jackets time. All right, my man. Thanks for always entertaining. Congrats on the family expansion. I appreciate that. Go watch the Blue Jackets. Drew Sample's a Blue Jackets fan, so I fuck with the Blue Jackets too. Let's go Blue Jackets. Like the stream if you haven't already. I appreciate that. Like the unrealistic optimism. It's refreshing. That's what being a football fan is, I think. I think being a football fan is mostly delusion and optimism, because why else turn on the TV every Sunday? Why else turn the TV on every Sunday? Why else drive to Paycor Stadium every Sunday just to bitch about it and say they're going to fucking stink? Now, I did that on Sunday. I told my wife the whole way down, we're going to get fucking boat raced. They suck. This is going to stink. Not no more, baby, because we're wacko for Flacco in this house. We're wacko for Flacco in this house, and I fucking love it. Waiting to see if the Bengals give you a paternity leave since you're supposed to on the payroll. Bro, somebody needs to. Yeah, there was another guy. A guy accused me of paying Pac-Man Jones to come on his show. Pac-Man hits me up. I've known Pac-Man since 2010. He's a good dude. He's like, hey, pop on the show. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't make any money for that. I damn sure didn't pay any money for that. They did just trade Newsom. That does stink. There will not be a Thursday show next week, Nick, because I'll be at the game. I'll figure out if we're going to reschedule it, or maybe we'll do a Friday reaction show. I'll have to talk to Old Bingo and see what's happening. I don't know. But I do know that it will not be Thursday because I'm going to be drinking beer in the parking lot outside of Paycor Stadium. Got the whole day off already. Might just go down there at 8 a.m. Start drinking. Who cares, dude? But yeah, no Thursday show this week. Anything else in the chat? I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and I'm going to get out of here. Go watch the Eagles and Giants on Thursday Night Football tonight. It's a big night in the house. My wife grew up a Giants fan. I converted her to a Bengals fan. But she fucking hates the Eagles. So have to see who she's rooting for tonight. She doesn't. I don't think she hates the Eagles as much anymore. But she hates the Cowboys worse. The Cowboys are her Steelers, is what it's going to be. Live from the tailgate, dude. If I had the capability to do it, I looked into getting Starlink to have that mobile, really good internet. It's like $500 to get started. If I could figure it out, I would. Let's find a place at the Banks that wants to do a fucking pregame show at their establishment, and I'll go do it. We can do it in the middle of the day. We can do it in the morning. I don't care. I don't got anything to do that day. This is all pending my wife's approval. This all is pending my wife saying it's okay. But I'll go do a pregame show at the Banks at fucking Holy Grail or something. I will not go to Tin Roof. Fuck Tin Roof forever. But I'll go to like Holy Grail or something. I've seen them do it. They got good internet down there. Let's do that. Who do I talk? I don't know how to do any of that shit, but I would do it if my wife said I was allowed. What am I saying? It's okay too. I got lost on the rant. I said if I can find somewhere at the banks to do a pregame show, I'll go like in the morning or early afternoon because I'm off work. And I'll do a pregame show at like the Holy Grail or something. I will not do Tin Roof. Fuck Tin Roof forever. But anywhere else at the banks, I'd do it. I don't know who to contact. It 99% won't happen, but I would do it. What day? It's Thursday the 16th, the same day as the Bengals Steelers game. But yeah, I did look into getting the Starlink internet, but it's really expensive to get started, and I just don't know how much I'll use it. Thursday the 16th, the day the Bengals play the Steelers. Let me check my work schedule for me. Quit your job to support my career is what I need you to do. Quit your job. Believe in me. Don't do that, actually. Please don't. We have another child on the way. We need that money. I probably won't do it anyway because I don't think anybody down there would want my big dumbass yelling at a microphone in their establishment anyway. So it probably won't happen. All right. Chad, have anything else? Doesn't look like it. We're here about 36 minutes in this show. I apologize. It wasn't the best show. When you do it solo, you realize how nice it is to have somebody else to banter with. That's why I look to the chat. Did anybody else in the chat take the day off work? I think she's trying to get me out of the house for the whole day so she doesn't have to deal with me. She'll like just go fucking drink beer by the river or something. If Flacco wins the next 2 games, you're ordering a jersey. I already got one on the way, buddy. I'm a Flacco believer, but I like it. Make him earn it. I like that. Make him earn it. You guys both off work? Let's do something, dude. Let's act like idiots. Let's go do hood rat stuff in Cincinnati for 12 hours before the game. Can somebody drive me home after that, though? I will need a ride back to the Dayton area because I don't drive boozed up. I don't do it. Might come back to all the baseboards off and painted. That would be awesome because I got to do that to our bathroom. I'd be cool with that. All right, chat. I'm going to get up out of here. Let's go watch Thursday Night Football. Houday, I love you all. Thanks for sticking with me through this solo, not very good show. But, you're going to have that from time to time when you're in the live showbiz era. Again, if you could, go to Garage Beer's post about the job cyberbully them into hiring me. I think it would be really cool. I could do a lot of really cool internet stuff. It would be awesome. It would be a dream come true for me. So if you could, just bully them. Tell them they have to hire me or you're going to start drinking Bud Light. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I love you all. Houday. We'll see you later.
Your boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer. Let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go. Our boys are ready to go. Our boys are ready to go. You already know. Grab a garage beer. Let's flow. No filter needed. Beer's getting deleted. It's the Cincy Unfiltered Show. Let's go.